Have you ever done something and then later thought, why did I do that? Or say something right after somebody spoke to you, kind of knee jerk, and think, oh, why did I say that? Well, one of our big goals here is to put a space between when we hear something or think something and when we respond to it. It's not a big space necessarily, but time for us to be in charge of our reaction. So, one of my favorite exercises for that is working on our awareness. Mental strength starts with awareness. We have to recognize our thoughts and feelings that are driving our actions in order to be in charge of our actions, right? So, I think of this exercise as the equivalent of like drinking plenty of water. Like, you can't go wrong. It's just a fundamental exercise. Simple, useful for everyone. So I'll explain it briefly and then we'll do it together, okay? So for this one, we're going to do simple mindfulness. Um, we'll start by checking in with sounds in our bodies so that we kind of clear out our minds a little bit and we can then focus on our breathing for a little while, right? That's our goal. We're going to focus on our breathing. But when we notice a thought that crops up, we are going to say that thought out loud, like this. We're going to say, I am aware that I am thinking about the project I need to turn in. Or if it's a feeling, I am aware that my shoulder blade really itches. Okay, so you need to use that sentence structure. I am aware. Okay, so you're not going to catch every single thought. That's all right. The goal is just to become proficient, or at least start this first time in this exercise, at recognizing our thoughts as we have them. And then once you recognize a thought, come back to the breathing. And then when you realize, oh, I got distracted again, I'm aware that I am thinking about that conversation I had with Joe last week. Okay? All right, so let's give it a little whirl. Go ahead and just sit up straight or stand up straight wherever you are. Take a good deep breath. And when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. I've closed my eyes too. Listen in for things in your surroundings. Just notice them. You don't need to label them as good or bad. Similarly, is there anything in your body that leaps out at you? Starting at the head, moving through the arms, torso, hips, and legs. No need to label something as good or bad, just notice it. And now start to notice the breathing. If you can't notice your breathing, you can put your hand on your belly and just pay attention to the sensation as your breath moves in and out, wherever you notice it. And I am aware that I am thinking this is pretty funny to do this for a recording. Now, I'll give you some time. Remember, as you notice thoughts or feelings, say, I am aware that. Use the I am aware structure if you've gotten distracted. Two more breaths. And big breath in. Go ahead and open the eyes. Okay, so this is a great little exercise to ask your mind what's going on. Every time that we recognize a thought and come back to the breathing. That's like the mental equivalent of doing a push up, right? You've noticed the thought and brought your attention back to where you want it to be. That's it. See you guys on Wednesday.